Okay, let's just jump right into it. What if I told you there's a pattern in the financial markets that shows up like clockwork about once every 10 years? And when it does, it has historically created an incredible opportunity for regular people to build truly life-changing wealth. And look, this isn't some random fluke. It's a predictable cycle that we've seen happen over and over again. The crazy part is, most people miss it every single time, usually because of one very, very powerful emotion: fear. And we're not talking about Wall Street insiders or people with PhDs in finance. No way. The last few times this pattern played out, it was people like teachers, nurses, and construction workers who managed to turn a few $1,000s into a small fortune, all because they understood the pattern and had the guts to act. So what is this pattern? Well, it has nothing to do with luck, and it's definitely not some get-rich-quick scheme. It's all about recognizing a data-backed, historically proven opportunity. So today, we're gonna break down exactly what this pattern is, why it works, and most importantly, how you can actually get ready for it.
You know, the key to really getting this is to look at history. It basically provides a blueprint for us. While every single market crash feels like the absolute end of the world when you're in it, they all tend to follow a surprisingly predictable script. First comes the panic, then a recovery, and then, eventually, new all-time highs.
Just take a look at this timeline. For more than 100 years, big market downturns have just been a regular part of the economic landscape. Black Monday, the dot-com bust, the Great Financial Crisis, and yeah, even the COVID crash. Each one felt totally unprecedented and terrifying, but they all set the stage for the exact same thing to happen next. Let's dig into a couple of these. Do you remember the dot-com bubble? The NASDAQ index, which is full of tech stocks, fell over 75%. The headlines were screaming that tech was dead. Amazon stock, get this, plummeted from over $85 a share all the way down to just $6. But for the people who saw the reality behind the fear that the internet was obviously here to stay, the opportunity was just mind-boggling. Buying anywhere near that bottom literally created fortunes.
Or how about the 2009 financial crisis? Man, the fear was just everywhere. The news was convinced the entire global economy was toast. The S&P 500, which is basically a report card for the whole US economy, had just collapsed. And yet, if you had taken just $10,000 and put it into a simple S&P 500 index fund during that peak fear, it would have grown to over $70,000 just 12 years later. That's a 600% return.
And this chart right here just hammers the point home. If you look at the data, the average return in the 10 years after a major market crash is over 200%. The pattern is crystal clear. Maximum fear leads to maximum financial opportunity. But why? Why does this happen like clockwork? You know, the funny thing is, the reason this pattern is so reliable has nothing to do with complicated math or market mechanics. It's actually way, way simpler than that. The whole cycle is driven by two incredibly powerful and, frankly, very predictable human emotions. Warren Buffett, probably the most famous investor on the planet, he absolutely nailed it with this quote. And it's not just some catchy phrase, okay? It's literally a strategic roadmap for how to think about market cycles. It's all about going against the crowd. And the two forces that drive the crowd are fear and greed.
Think of it like a giant pendulum. When times are good and the market's flying high, greed just takes over. Everybody wants in, and they push prices way up to sometimes irrational levels. But then, boom, a crisis hits and fear grabs the steering wheel. This sparks widespread panic selling, which shoves the prices of perfectly good, solid companies way, way below what they're actually worth. Understanding that swing of the pendulum is the whole key to seeing the opportunity when everybody else is running for the hills. Now, you might be thinking, yeah, that sounds great in a textbook, but what about real life? Well, what's so cool about this is you do not need a fancy finance degree to take advantage of this. So let's look at a few stories of everyday people who did exactly that. Let's talk about Veronica, a teacher from Ohio. Back in 2009, while everyone was freaking out, she did her homework. She saw the historical pattern we're talking about and put her $15,000 in savings into a simple S&P 500 index fund. Then she just ignored all the doom and gloom news, held on tight, and by 2020, that one simple decision had turned her 15 grand into more than $90,000. Or how about Alex, a construction worker? In 2009, his friends literally thought he was insane. He took a calculated risk, borrowing $10,000 to add to his retirement fund, and he invested it all right in the middle of the crash. By 2021, that gutsy move had grown his investment to over $250,000, and it allowed him to retire 7 years earlier than he'd planned. Just incredible.
And just to prove this isn't some ancient history, let's look at Jessica, a nurse. During that wild, chaotic COVID crash in 2020, when the whole world felt like it was shutting down, she took $30,000 of her savings and put it into broad market funds. Her family and friends thought she was just throwing her money away, but in less than 2 years, her investment had more than doubled to over $65,000.
So here's the bottom line. This pattern is absolutely real, and regular people can take advantage of it. The key isn't being a genius. It's having a game plan before the panic sets in. So let's build a simple playbook for exactly what to do when the next opportunity finally shows up.
So how do you spot it? There are 3 really clear signs. First, the news is going to be filled with extreme negativity, all doom and gloom headlines. Second, you'll see the major market indexes down big time. We're not talking 10%, we're talking 30, 40, even 50% or more. And third, and this might be the most important one, you will personally feel that sick, fearful feeling in your stomach about putting money into the market. That fear, that's your signal.
Okay, once you see the signs, you have to follow a few critical rules. Rule number 1 is absolutely paramount. Only invest money you can afford to leave untouched for at least 5 to 10 years. This is not for next month's rent. This is long-term money that gives the market the time it needs to recover. Rule number 2, diversify. Seriously, don't try to be a hero and pick the next Amazon. The smartest move for most people is to just buy the whole market through a broad index fund, like one that tracks the S&P 500. You're not betting on one company, you're betting on the long-term recovery of the entire economy.
And rule number 3, be smart about debt. Now, I know we just talked about Alex's story and it can work, but you should never, ever invest borrowed money unless you have a rock-solid plan to pay it back, even if the investment goes down before it goes up. This is all about taking a calculated risk, not just gambling.
Okay, so you've identified the opportunity and you know the rules. But what's the most practical way to actually put your money to work without trying to perfectly time the absolute bottom, which, by the way, is impossible? The answer is a really simple but powerful strategy called dollar cost averaging. So instead of investing all of your money at once, you break it up into smaller, equal chunks. Then you invest those chunks at regular intervals, maybe once a month for 6 months. This approach smooths out your average price, it reduces your risk, and it helps you get over that fear of investing all your money on the absolute worst day. Look, history shows us, loud and clear, that these once-in-a-decade opportunities are a feature of the market, not a bug. They are the moments when wealth gets transferred from the fearful to the prepared. The data is clear, the pattern is real, and the next cycle is inevitable. So the only question left is, when it gets here, will you be ready?